Hi there. Many moons ago, when my children were very small, I worked in a primary school, and the way we taught the children to write stories was by suggesting there would be a beginning, a middle and an end. And at the beginning you'd be introducing characters and setting the scene. The middle would all be about the action and the drama and any conflict or anything exciting going on. And then you'd move towards the end where there'd be a resolution and a happy ever after. Because let's face it, that's what life's like, isn't it? It's a happy ever after. I wanted to share a little bit about my story at the moment. I feel that I'm on a particular pathway at the moment, and I'm not feeling very comfortable with that. And I believe that God has talked to me about being on a different pathway, but I'm still on this pathway, and this pathway is feeling really challenging sometimes, and sometimes I feel like I want to go on that pathway, which I know is not for me, but it's like it feels so overwhelming, I just need to jump. I feel that God's been speaking to me about this, and I'll share some verses with you about what He said, and it's in Psalm 27 and Psalm 37. I'll read you a couple of extracts. I would have despaired had I not believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for and confidently expect the Lord. Be strong and let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for and confidently expect the Lord. Trust, rely on and have confidence in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and feed securely on His faithfulness. Be still before the Lord, wait patiently for Him, and entrust yourself to Him. Do not fret. But those who wait for the Lord, they will inherit the land. There's a lot of waiting, and there's a bit of a patience required as well. It's not my best skill, patience. Sometimes it feels like we're at A and we want to get to B, and maybe we hope that it might be a straight line, but it rarely is. It's often a wiggly line. And sometimes it's not about A to B, it's about A to F or A to Z. And it evolves and it changes. And whilst I am wanting to get off this path and get onto this path, I kind of need a right-hand turn, but I don't have one yet. And that's frustrating, and it's particularly hard in a lockdown. And maybe it's not going to be a right-hand turn. Maybe it's going to be something different. Maybe this new pathway is going to change. And my life does not depend on me finding that right-hand turn. I tell you, I've been looking for it, especially these last few weeks, and I haven't found it. But I need to see a bigger picture. I need to see that God's at work, and He has a whole bigger picture. And my life does not depend on one small action within that picture. This is a therapeutic book that I used to work with called Homecoming by John Bradshaw. It's about inner child work, but there's a quote in it that I particularly like. I'll read it to you. I hope it makes sense. In fantasy and myth, homecoming is a dramatic event. Bands play, the fatted calf is killed, a banquet prepared, and there is rejoicing that the prodigal has returned. In reality, exile is frequently ended gradually, with no dramatic external events to mark its passing. The haze in the air evaporates, and the world comes into focus. Seeking gives way to finding, anxiety to satisfaction. Nothing is changed, and everything is changed. And I guess that's what life with God is like. It's not a drama all the time. It's something sometimes more subtle. It's about trust, it's about hope, it's about waiting and patience. And sometimes those things are really hard, but I'm still holding on for this pathway or something similar, because I believe God is calling me towards change, but I've got to wait and see what He will do.